Hey everybody. Okay, clearing. I just did quite an insightful, beautiful, divinely guided piece on telepathic communication between twins, and it went on for quite a while, so I've decided to break up the videos, and this is going to be the daily Divine Masculine check-in. So here we go. Thank you, Divine Creator, for showing us what are the Divine Masculines aware of in the 3D regarding the connection that they feel is the next step. Oh wow, so we got the card of separation and then two more here. Oh, celebration. They know that it's only a matter of time before they come out of separation and have joy with you again. Your pure joy, Divine Feminines watching. Most of you are Divine Feminines watching this, but regardless, your divine counterpart is knowing that you know that same thing as the video a while ago. They know that you know that they know that you're the one, or whatever. So this is the same thing. Like, they know it's just a matter of time before there will be joy and celebration again. Let's get a message from the Divine Masculines more on that. What would you say to your Divine Feminine, Divine Masculines at this point about this? I need more time. Yeah, so there is this eventual, they need this space right now. The High Priestess is represented by mercy and humility. So literally they're overcoming the ego and dropping judgment. So they have judged you, Divine Feminine, as either personally not a fit, or they have judged the connection in some way. They've harbored judgment that was coming from ego about the desirability of the connection for a time, and they need more time to come into a foundation. The 4 is a foundational number, so that this celebration can be authentic, so that it's advantageous energetically, so that they feel like they've gotten a green light from the universe. Let's see more on that. What are you talking about, Divine Masculines? What do you need more time for in particular? Okay, we got quite a few, but the first one was to find personal truth. This sword in the reverse is, you know, in the upright, it's the aha moment, the truth that sets you free. In the reverse, it's something's missing still. Something is missing. Wow. See a lot of messages here. Let's look at what is missing for the Divine Masculines. Okay, they have never imagined so much perfection. So you are still the signpost in the future, Divine Feminine. They still measure everything that they're encountering against your example, you as a muse. What else? I'm open to compromise. So the things that the Divine Masculines need more time to understand before they can fully come out of separation and celebrate with you, have the free flow of emotion returned to your connection, they do hold you as that standard of perfection. Beautiful. But they need more time to come to the truth about what a compromise would look like. So, you know, in karmic situations, it's not balanced, and there isn't true compromise. There are workable scenarios. There are convenience agreements. There's survival templates. There are business dealings. There are transactional interactions. But in true divine counterparts, it's actual compromise, it's actual harmony, it's actual productive teamwork. And so Divine Masculines are literally working on that. They need more time to understand, wrap our minds around it. They also don't quite know what you want, and it is a work in progress. So Divine Feminines, the more clear you can get on knowing what would work for you in your own right, in your life, even energetically. Check out that telepathic video that I just put out. But this energetic resonance, when you come into the clarity, when you're not deferring to your Divine Masculine to make you happy or to complete you or to come in and then you can finally be your full expression of self because they're in your life, This is saying that the divine masculines do not quite sense you having come into your own to such a degree that you are living your highest timelines and potentials. So they really are waiting to see how they fit in this elegant dance partnership of a life that is unfolding for the twins. I would do anything for you also came out. So the divine masculines really are tapping into the unconditional love. Because they need more time, they would even hold back from the connection against all of their urges, all of their desires, all of their human pull towards you. They would hold back and ask for more time this way, energetically or directly, because they want the real deal with you and they know they're not of that energy yet. Then we get seek professional advice. So for many divine masculines, they still have to get help with legal situations. This can be divorces, this can be business dealings, this can be division of assets. This is all that kind of financial planning, everything that they would need still to be at liberty to really have this joy and celebration with you, divine feminines. So they're still gathering information on the long-term plan for their own life, and really asking you to do the same in your own right, because once you both have a plan that's dialed in, then true compromise can be found between the two energies, because there's clarity. There's no sort of wishy-washy energy. Gossip only hurts more, and I think we should slow down. So there are still sticky situations on the divine masculine side where if karmic partners caught wind of the connection, if things moved ahead too quickly, it could put a wrench in what is appropriate in the divine masculines' lives. So I'm just getting that nudge that divine masculines do not overcommit to divine feminines. They tend to be a little bit reclusive instead of communicative, but tap into those telepathic scenarios and actually tune in, because that's always available. But this energy is quite interesting, because it would suggest that there are people in the divine masculines mix that would not be friendly if they found out about this kind of relationship or connection. I just heard the history between the two of you. So whether you've had a romantic relationship with your divine masculine or not, there can be many extenuating circumstances that factor in before karma is totally cleared. Okay, so let's get into the divine masculine daily reading. What are the divine masculines thinking about the connection? What are they feeling on the heart space for their divine feminines? What are they wishing for the connection at this time? What actions are being taken? What is the biggest challenge? What is the spirit guided solution for that challenge? Okay, on the conscious mind, wow, 10 of Swords here, and it says everything is fine. It's like it's fine and everything's burning down. And 3 of Swords. So divine masculines are at rock bottom. This could be intense heartache. Something has really impressed upon the masculines the magnitude of this connection. I'm going to pull a clarifier, because that is almost the most gnarly energy I've ever seen. So either with this card in the reverse, they're coming out of the worst over the third party scenario, the turmoil, the heartache. It's like, you know, there has to be a deep, deep emotional recognition of the love, and specifically the fear of losing this love for this kind of intensity to manifest. So I might be feeling or conveying myself very calmly here, but do not underestimate the amount of rock bottom anguish. Like, this is laying in bed for days, writhing in emotional pain at having been so forsaken, screwing it up so bad, feeling like all is lost. This is really dark night of the soul. When it comes to love relationship, it's like as low as you can get. So many of the divine masculines have realized that if they don't have you in their life, it's not worth living. I just heard. Wow. Okay, so what is an energetic card? And I'm being cautioned to not leave it on that last statement. This card in the reverse does also bring in that glimmer of hope that the divine masculines know that they can't put that much weight on a connection with a person, that they're really starting to see the light, that you can't have that and have real love, because real love believes that things are possible and that we're whole, but also that we deserve to be in healthy, happy, mutual relationship. I'm going to pull a clarifier before I pull spirit guidance for that and ask, what is causing this amount of heartache for the masculines on the mind space regarding their divine feminine today? They've had time to think about the lack of reciprocity, and they're starting to get signs and synchronicities from the world around them that has been calling them out on their shady behavior, on their wishy-washy weak energy that has not been reciprocating in your scenario. This is the Four of Swords and the Three of Swords. This is the integration that does aid in the healing. So divine masculines are in deep, deep soul searching, finalizing this rock bottom energy. But it seems to have to do with finally seeing how they have been selling the connection short because of lack of reciprocity. They can't hold back any longer. Okay, what is on the heart space? Oh, no, I was going to do an energetic card supporting the divine masculines. Divine masculines, spirit guidance for this rock bottom energy. Thank you, divine creator. What can the divine masculines benefit from in this alignment? Lunar progressor, emotional equilibrium and compassionate non-attachment. Literally, we are at that pivotal point of attachment versus non-attachment, letting go and surrendering. Divine masculines are letting go at a profound level and balancing out their own emotions, no longer funneling their emotional responses through your connection. You as a person, divine feminine, they're taking full accountability for their own wholeness here. And in that comes full knowledge that they deserve love, and they deserve to, great love is worth taking the risks you're guided to take, and that means being vulnerable, being balanced, being transparent, and admitting how much they love you, divine feminine. Risking rejection, I'm also hearing. So emotional equilibrium is coming in when divine masculines are realizing that their well-being is up to them, and they're noticing their worth. They're really feeling their worth beyond any fear of rejection they may have. And that's the non-attachment, knowing their preference to love you and be loved by you, but at the same time understanding if you're unsafe, if you could hurt them, if you could possibly not love them, that they are unattached to that and they're loving for love's sake, because their heart can love that much. That is unconditional love. Divine masculines are embodying truly the awareness of what unconditional love is. Incredible, absolutely incredible. Okay, so that's on the conscious mind. So what is on the heart space? The Queen of Cups. This is the most love. This is so profoundly loving. This is the psychic, intuitive, compassionate queen that is love embodied in physical form. The Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior. In the reverse, it's putting down that stubborn, guarded energy. The guard is falling, and divine masculines are seeing you as made of this love. They're realizing you are the one that is made of this love in the same image as they are. You are their person. You are their counterpart. You are the perfect match for them. Divine feminine, the divine masculines are seeing that. They're putting down their resistance to it and allowing that knowledge to be there. So for divine masculines experiencing that, maybe this profoundly for the first time, what is the divine guidance? Standstill, suspended animation, and holding space. Temple of suspended endings. So sit with it, divine masculines. Really see this for what it is. You are in the suspended ending of your previous existence, your previous relationship to relationships, your previous assessment of what relationship is all about. I'm looking at the card of telepathy here staring at me on the bottom of that deck. So do bring in telepathic communication, divine masculine, if you would like to harmonize towards this and set the stage to come back into your divine feminine's life. Sit in this liminal space so that you can really climatize, because you are shedding all of your previous notions about what love was. It's a whole different ballgame when you actually see how good love is meant to feel, how safe it really is, how real love actually can be and is, what you've been blessed with on this journey, the recognition that it's true. Let go of disbelief, I'm being told to say. This holding space, this temple of suspended endings, this is the ending of your lack of faith, and you're meant to just hang out in this frequency for a little while, divine masculine, so that you can maintain your composure as a new foundation going forward with this profound faith and trust that this is the love meant for you, divinely designed for you, gifted to you, that you manifested it, that your heart asked for it. This is that moment, divine masculines, where you're meant to resonate in that and allow it to fill you up with the soul confidence that this is the journey. You are on it. It is for you. It is real. Nice stuff, everybody. Okay, what are the divine masculines wishing for? The Hermit, there's a computer here. So divine masculines are wishing to send divine feminines a message, and King of Wands, a passionate message. I'm really getting communication. Divine masculines are sincerely wishing for communication, passionate communication, joyful communication. You know, that Three of Cups at the beginning of the reading. What actions are they taking? Oh, the Empress and the Five of Wands. So they're still plugging through this karma cleanup in the name of coming forward to abundance, to the Empress. It all comes in at once. As you come into the vicinity of union, all of the other things that hold back abundance, the Empress is the abundance card as well. So all of the things that hold back abundance in some ways in your life, that falls away. That's the karma cleanup. That's too many energies being involved, spreading energy too thin. That is being navigated towards streamlining energy, towards true abundance, towards victory. So that will naturally align with union. Does not have to be with just union in mind, because again, we don't do anything for our counterpart. We do it for our connection to the divine, and it just aligns with our counterpart because that is a divinely blessed, perfect match. And so as we do what's best for us, divine masculines, that naturally aligns with what is best for the union and perfectly coordinates without even having effort with your divine feminine. Okay, what is the biggest challenge? Five of Wands, exactly the same card, cleaning up this karmic stuff and manifesting the path forward in it towards the abundance. Okay, so it's uncharted territories, divine masculine, and yes, you haven't been there before. You may not have role models to emulate here. You are innovating this. You are manifesting it, trailblazing it. So just stick with it. So you don't have to do this through your own brute force. This is alignment with higher connection to source. It's the co-creative partnership between your free will and the divine will. And so channel it, align with what is best, and use that as a measure for what won't stand the test of time. Love is the only eternal. So when you're looking at the requirements for things that are meant to go forward with you, if it aligns with the eternal, if it aligns with love, if it resonates on a frequency that is of love, keep it. If not, that is your sure indication it needs to go. If it's not bearing fruits, look at the fruits something bears, even if it's good on paper, if it sounds right, if it says all the right things to convince you, to sell itself to you, and yet you don't see the fruit. You're not seeing that sweet result. You're not having these spirals of love coming off something. Anybody and anything can present in a certain way that does not align with the fruits of love being shown. So really, if there's a discrepancy between a scenario and the abundance connected with it, or the lack of abundance, really look at that, divine masculines and divine feminines. Okay, what is the solution? Spirit guided solution. More time in meditation immediately. Divine masculines, quiet yourself. Take time for yourself. Literally remind yourself that if you are quiet and you ask, it shall be given. So go to that space of meditation. Literally do it. It's not hocus pocus. Like, go into that zone where you actually remember to put your ego down, divine masculines, and say, thank you, divine creator. Please show me understanding in this. Show me what I need to know. Show me the fruits. Show me if something is not sitting totally right. Show me the inner workings of it so that I have peace about letting it go. You don't have to let go of anything, divine masculine. Everything is permissible, but not everything is beneficial. So ask the divine to show you what is beneficial in your life or not to keep around, based on the fruits, based on the spiritual fruit that it bears. If it bears fruit, fertilize that, water that, nurture that. If it is not producing positive fruits, prune it, get rid of that. Redirect the energetic flow away from the things that are literally dead ends and death energy, karmic, lower vibe things. Let go of it. Energetically discern. Okay, where is the connection going in the near future? Four of Pentacles and Page of Wands. So yeah, this foundational platform that we're getting to, divine masculines, that you're getting to, where you're not going back to square one. You're holding strong in this temple of suspended endings, holding space here while you seek divine guidance. Absolutely beautiful. So divine feminines, also go into that holy of holies and ask what you're meant to be focusing on at this time too. So let's get a card for the divine feminines now. What is it that we can see? Advice for divine feminines at this stage of the journey. Adventure, exploration, and discovery, galactic transporter. And I'm getting this one, radon atom, autonomy, self-fulfillment, and non-reaction. Remember, you're your own person, divine feminine. While your divine masculine is in this portion of the journey where there is a bit of standstill, do you. Have fun. Don't do anything that you are led to explore, and don't hold back with the adventures out of superstition for how it will affect your twin connection or not. Looks like the Millennium Falcon. Anyways, it's to infinity and beyond, divine feminines, but do everything through whether or not that feels appropriate for you with your connection to source, not out of superstition how it will affect your twin or not. Really come into your own autonomy and shoot for the stars. And for divine masculines, what is it we can see for divine masculines at this time? Ooh. A bunch. Simultaneity, nonlinear processing, and epiphanies. Stay open to the epiphanies, divine masculines. I'm hearing they're going through the roof. This is a rapid fire downloads and transmissions and awareness period of time for you. I just heard until November 11th. Somebody, if you're into astrology, let me know why that might be applicable, but I heard that the veil is thin for the masculines to really get a lot of downloads until then. Chamber of Illumination, perspective, ideals, and beliefs. So epiphanies, your perspective is changing. It's flip-flopping. It's becoming inverse. It's stabilizing, divine masculines. So really pay attention to those fruits again with your perception. Be curious as to why certain things breed abundance and why certain things seem to imply they will get the abundance and yet fizzle out or become energy drains. Really deepen in that right now. And Temple of Centering, solitude, seclusion, grounding, and belonging. This does feel like a period of solitary pursuit, but I love this as one of my twin flame cards in this deck because we have the two and then the central third energy of the union space, the sovereignty, the autonomy here, and the connective middle ground. So it's not so much isolation and separation as it is this grace period to come into deep, deep belonging in seclusion that is not separate, because as we've seen, telepathy is a super highway of connection that is there regardless of physical proximity. So yeah, come into the security, the surety of the connection, divine masculines, and believe it. You just can't make this up. You can't make the journey up. There are signs and synchronicities, and it is my prayer for all twins watching this that these telepathic themes coming out in today's reading and the telepathic reading or channeling that I just did, all of that, may it deeply support twins coming together in appreciation of how rare it is to find a divine counterpart that can navigate these energetics together with us. That we found somebody that the divine has appointed to our awareness, shone the light on, that is that one for us. These are rare, incredible connections, and they are really meant to be brought to the public attention, the world's attention, and shown the power of love. Wow, yeah. So many blessings, everyone. Celebrate your connection, whether it's just privately or together. May all twins get to celebrate their connection together soon, sooner than later. Okay, bye everyone.